There exists a language beyond words, a hidden code capable of communicating directly with the universe, a system so ancient and powerful that it has been used for centuries by mystics, magicians, and secret societies. Today, we uncover one of the most mysterious and powerful tools in occultism: sigils. These simple yet potent symbols are more than just drawings. They are gateways to the subconscious, encoded messages that can influence reality itself. But how do sigils work? What secrets are hidden within their symbols? And how can you use them to manifest your deepest desires? Stay with me, because what you're about to discover may change the way you see reality forever. Sigils are more than just intriguing symbols. They are coded expressions of human intent, a language designed to communicate with the subconscious and hidden forces of the universe. The word sigil comes from the Latin sigillum, meaning seal or mark, a reference to something that guards, protects, or encodes a hidden truth. In occultism, sigils are not simply drawings. They are powerful tools used to condense a desire or intention into a symbolic form, allowing it to transcend the limitations of words. The use of sigils dates back to early magical traditions, where they appeared as seals in medieval grimoires, used by magicians and alchemists to invoke spirits and energies. But it was in the early 20th century that sigils were revolutionized, thanks to the work of the occultist Austin Osman Spare. Spare believed that the true power of sigils lay in their ability to bypass the conscious mind, embedding the intention directly into the unconscious. He famously stated, "The sigil is the art of hiding a desire in a symbol where it can be forgotten by the conscious mind and remembered by the unconscious." Unlike other forms of magic, sigils do not rely on elaborate rituals or external tools. Their strength comes from their simplicity and direct connection to the subconscious. By encoding a desire into a sigil, the conscious mind releases attachment to the outcome, allowing the deep unconscious to manifest it without interference. Sigils are not just a tool of ancient magic. They have seeped into the modern world in ways most people don't even realize. Corporate logos designed to evoke subconscious emotions function like sigils. Religious symbols, carrying deep meaning beyond language, are embedded with sigil-like intent. Contemporary art and media use sigils in ways that subtly influence thought patterns. The truth is, symbols have always held power, and sigils prove that our minds respond to imagery more deeply than to words. This is why sigils remain one of the most intuitive and practical forms of magic, accessible to both beginners and experienced practitioners alike. But how exactly do they work? And more importantly, how can you create your own sigil to shape reality? Stay with me, because we're about to explore the hidden mechanics behind this powerful tool. Sigils function as symbolic keys, unlocking the vast potential of the unconscious mind and connecting it to the creative forces of the universe. Unlike words, which are filtered through logic and reason, sigils bypass the critical mind, communicating directly with the deeper layers of the psyche, where thoughts, emotions, and energy shape reality. In this symbolic space, intentions become seeds, planted in the unconscious, where they quietly grow, manifesting in ways the conscious mind cannot control or predict. But how does this work? And why do sigils have such a profound effect on the human mind and external reality? From a psychological perspective, sigils act as a powerful form of mental programming. When you create a sigil, you are embedding an intention deep within your unconscious mind. Once activated, this intention begins working in the background, influencing thoughts, behaviors, and even external synchronicities. The mind quietly seeks out opportunities and situations that align with the sigil's embedded command. This idea aligns with modern psychology, which recognizes the transformative power of symbols and archetypes in human behavior. Carl Jung, one of the most influential psychologists of the 20th century, describes symbols as transformers of psychic energy. This is exactly how sigils function. They transform raw intention into a focused energy pattern, influencing both the mind and the external world. Beyond psychology, sigils also function on an energetic level. When creating a sigil, you focus your mental and emotional energy into a symbol, charging it with intent. Once activated, this energy is released, like a ripple spreading through the fabric of reality. From that moment, the sigil's magic begins to operate, attracting the right people, opportunities in circumstances that align with the original desire. The method of activation, whether through meditation, burning, or ritual, is a way of transmitting this energy into the universe, setting the process into motion. This is why sigils are considered one of the most practical and effective forms of magic. They do not rely on external forces, but instead harness the power of the mind and energy itself. Ultimately, sigils are effective because they combine the three essential elements of magic: intention, clear, focused desire. Symbolism, a visual form that encodes the intention. Detachment, letting go, allowing the energy to manifest. Creating and charging a sigil is like shooting an arrow. You must aim with precision, clear intention. You must release with confidence, activation of the sigil. Then you must let go and allow it to reach its target naturally. This is why sigils are not just symbols. They are powerful tools of transformation, merging psychology, energy, and intention into one seamless act of creation. But how do you create your own sigil? And what are the most powerful ways to activate it? Stay with me, because next we're unlocking the step-by-step process of sigil creation. Creating a sigil is both an intuitive and technical process, a powerful practice that blends art, magic, and psychology to manifest desires in a focused and conscious way. It is more than just drawing a symbol. It is a conversation with the universe, a process that transforms thought into energy and energy into reality. While the process is simple, each step requires clarity, intention, and most importantly, a deep connection to your purpose. Before a sigil can manifest anything, it must be built upon a clear and focused intention. Avoid vague or negative statements. Your subconscious mind works best with direct, affirmative commands. Always phrase your desire in the present tense as if it has already happened. Example, instead of saying, "I want to overcome fear," say, "I am brave and confident." Why? Your mind responds more powerfully to affirmations that reinforce a reality already unfolding. Once your intention is set, it's time to convert it into a sigil. To convert your intention into a unique, personal symbol, follow these steps. Remove vowels and repeated letters to reduce the phrase to its core essence. Example, "I am brave and confident" becomes BRRCVFNT. Why? Stripping away excess letters distills your intention into its purest form, making it more potent. Now comes the creative phase, where you turn your letters into a powerful, abstract symbol. Arrange, overlap, and connect the letters in a way that feels right to you. Let your intuition guide you. There are no strict rules in this step. The final design doesn't need to be readable. In fact, the more abstract, the better. Why? A sigil is most effective when its meaning is forgotten by the conscious mind and stored directly in the unconscious. This is the moment when your intention becomes encoded energy. A sigil is like a battery. It needs to be charged with intense focus and emotion before it can influence reality. Meditate on the sigil, visualizing your intention already fulfilled. Charge it through an emotional or energetic action, laughing, dancing, singing, or even shouting. Engage the body and mind in an emotionally heightened state to infuse it with power. Why? The more energy you put into the sigil, the more effective it becomes in shaping external reality. The final step is activation, letting the sigil go so it can begin working. Burn it, bury it, tear it up, or send it to the wind, or simply forget about it, allowing the subconscious mind to do the work. Why? Detachment is key. The moment you release the sigil, you free it from conscious interference, allowing the energy to manifest naturally. It's like planting a seed. You prepare the soil, plant it, water it, and then trust nature to take over. Every line you draw, every emotion you channel, and every intention you set becomes a message to the universe. Sigils are more than an esoteric practice. They are a reminder of your power as a creator. The ability to turn thought into energy and energy into reality is within you. But the real question is, what will you create next? Sigils are not just esoteric symbols confined to ancient grimoires. Their essence transcends mysticism, influencing modern society in ways most people never realize. From sacred carvings in ancient temples to corporate logos in global advertising, sigils have played a central role in shaping human consciousness. But why? Because symbols communicate directly with the subconscious mind, bypassing logic and language to evoke emotions, shape perceptions, and even alter behavior. The seals of Solomon, complex geometric sigils used for protection, wisdom, and power, were central to medieval magic and spiritual invocations. Medieval grimoires like the Key of Solomon used sigils to command spiritual energies and direct intention. Across different cultures, symbols like mandalas, spirals, and stars emerged independently, showing that certain visual forms hold universal power. But sigils didn't remain locked in the pages of ancient texts. They evolved, and today they are hiding in plain sight. What if corporate logos function just like sigils? Nike's iconic swoosh symbolizes speed, movement, and victory, triggering motivation and action. Apple's bitten apple alludes to forbidden knowledge and innovation, evoking curiosity and creativity. McDonald's golden arches, designed to create a sense of comfort and familiarity, influencing consumer behavior. These symbols, just like magical sigils, condense powerful intentions into visual designs, transcending logic and language to directly impact emotions and desires. Sigils, whether ancient or modern, influence the subconscious in ways most people don't even notice. Beyond the occult and corporate branding, sigils have also become a tool for personal transformation and spiritual exploration. Many people use sigils in journals, artwork, and tattoos, serving as reminders of their deepest intentions. Sigils are present in psychedelic art, modern graphic design, and cultural movements, used to communicate complex ideas and provoke introspection. Unlike words, which rely on language and cultural context, symbols speak directly to the subconscious, crossing linguistic and cultural barriers. This is why civilizations that never encountered one another still developed similar symbolic patterns: mandalas, spirals, stars, proving that certain forms hold timeless, universal meaning. By observing the presence of sigils in both ancient history and modern life, we realize that they are not just an occult practice. They are a universal language that connects the human to the transcendent. Whether drawn by a magician to invoke protection or a designer crafting a logo to influence millions, sigils are proof that symbols shape both the inner and outer world. Because the subconscious knows no boundaries, no time, no space, no limitations. It speaks in symbols, in energy, in intention. And those who understand this language can shape reality itself. Thank you for watching.